All right, to set the stage for this exciting journey, we are honored to begin with a very special speaker. Our opening address is from a leader who has passionately championed the growth of coaching in Malaysia. Her dedication and vision have been key in advancing the goals of the Malaysian Association of Certified Coaches, MACC. And as the president of the Malaysian Association of Certified Coaches, she brings a wealth of experience, deep insights, and unwavering commitment to our community. Her leadership continues to inspire and guide us towards new heights in our coaching journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our esteemed president, Madam Jia Lih.
Hello everyone. Good evening to all of you. It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the opening of this MACC National Coaching Week 2024. And this is the second year we are running NCW. This annual event, spearheaded by the Government of Malaysia under the auspices of the Ministry of Human Resources, presents a week filled with diverse training events and activities spanning the entire nation. At the heart of this initiative lies a collaborative effort, bringing together organizations and individuals from various backgrounds and industries, all converging to partake in valuable learnings and development opportunities. As a coaches association of repute in the coaching industry here, MACC is honored to be a preferred partner working hand in hand with HRD Corp to bring this significant government initiative to fruition. From the 24th to the 30th June, that is this week, MACC is set to host a series of talks, events, and activities for all of you. Whether you are an aspiring coach, a newcomer to the realm of coaching, or simply someone curious and intrigued by the essence of coaching, rest assured there's something awaiting for your participation. You will enjoy the participation, the experience of the coaching culture, and I bet you will feel empowered. In this week, you will gain valuable insights from distinguished speakers with extensive expertise who will grace our sessions. For instance, in the upcoming hour, we have the privilege to delve into the realm of being a positive-centered coach with the renowned global speaker, Master Coach Leona Wan. Tomorrow night, our focus will pivot on a special topic on the transformative journey of ADHD coaching by Coach Michelle Achutan, followed by next day, Captain Dr. Shan, on the 27th of June, sharing his profound wisdom on coaching mastery, and he will address the core of coaching, the being of a coach. Hey, wait, some more. There's more to come. On Wednesday, brace yourself for an enlightening session with our Master Coach Kamaldin Norden and Coach Director Andrew Teo as they unveil the many benefits as a MACC member and making a real impact as a coach in the industry while you enjoy personal growth and giving back to the community. A key highlight of this week unfolds on Saturday, June 29, with the Member Empowerment Day. This is a dedicated occasion. We invite individuals, any of you, to share your coaching stories, your success narratives, or just any innovative techniques in your areas of expertise. You can seize this opportunity to shine and motivate your peers as well as the public as you showcase your project and your brand identity. And at the same time, you contribute to the community and the society at large. Okay, then come Sunday, the 30th of June, the grand finale of the week. On that day, we promise you an enriching face-to-face networking amongst the MACC members and the public participants. Don't miss on that day a most inspiring message from our newly minted ICF MCC Master Coach, Muhammad Moha Ibrahim, as he shares his personal journey towards attaining this highest global accolade from ICF Global. We have also dedicated up to 2 hours of live coaching practice too, where you will do one-on-one coaching with your peers. All this in the ambience of the 5-star Gardens Hotel in KL. Finally, we shall also get up close and personal with our chairman, the father of coaching, Dr. Michael Hia, as he imparts his words of wisdom in his characteristic down-to-earth manner before we all together indulge in makan-makan in a sumptuous lunch hosted by us. So please do join us throughout this week to experience the many possibilities and opportunities that await you. It is therefore with great pleasure and on behalf of MACC, I would like to again express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for your participation in NCW 2024, and we look forward to seeing you at each and every event. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you, Jia Lih. Thank you so much for your insightful and informative opening address. Your overview of our activities since January and the updates on our upcoming coaching sessions have truly set a positive and energizing tone for our National Coaching Week 2024. We are all incredibly excited about the events lined up for this week. And to kick off our first event tonight, we have an exceptional speaker who is sure to inspire and enlighten us. Without further ado, I would like to invite Madam President again, and Jia Lih, to introduce our first speaker of the week. Madam President, the stage is yours once again.
Thank you, Kenneth. You know, tonight marks a momentous occasion as we eagerly await the enlightening words of our opening speaker, Master Coach Leona Wan, who will share with us a topic close to her heart: become a positive-centered coach. Born in Hong Kong, Leona is a distinguished ICF MCC credential coach with a strong foothold in the Asia-Pacific region. As the visionary founder and learning director of Intuitive Success, her company, her academy, which was established in 2006, a prominent corporate L&D service provider in Hong Kong, Leona's dedication lies in cultivating and preserving her clients' triumphs and emotional well-being. Her endeavors are fueled by an unwavering commitment to empower individuals to embark on positive trajectories in their lives. She firmly believes that everyone possesses the ability to achieve success once they unearth and leverage on their latent potentials. With an extensive background as an accountant, spanning nearly over 2 decades, Leona brings a wealth of experience in navigating the intricacies of the corporate landscape. Drawing upon her knowledge and experience of coaching and NLP techniques, Leona operates on a global scale, employing methodologies that aimed at fostering positive, sustainable transformations. In her passion to enhance the quality of life for her clients, Leona has integrated positive psychology as a potent tool within her coaching framework. By harnessing the principles of positive psychology, she guides her clients towards focusing on constructive emotions, engagement, interpersonal connections, purpose, and achievements. Tonight, we are very honored to hear from Leona more about positive psychology in her coaching practices. Let us put our hands together and warmly welcome Master Coach Leona Wan.
Thank you, Jia Lih, for your introduction. Actually, I'm very humble here that I'm giving the opportunity to meet all of you and just share my experience. As you know, the journey of a professional coach includes at least hundreds of hours of professional training and thousands of hours of practicing on the field. So tonight, I'm honored that I'm given this opportunity to share my journey. So I don't want to talk too much about myself because my intention, I set an intention for tonight with the honor of being able to share my experience of you. I like by the end of my sharing with you, you feel even more proud of being a coach, or even if you're just exploring to become a coach, I'd like you to step in this very proud space of being a coach because we are adding positivity to the world as our contribution. Being a practicing coach, it's been for years. At the beginning, when I was a new coach, I'm not quite sure of what is my direction of a coach and what I can really contribute to my client until I come across a videotape. So with that, I'd like to share that with you as the beginning before I share the science in my mind. So please sit back and enjoy a cartoon that I like to share with you now. If you cannot hear and anything happens, just unmute. No. You can all see my screen?
Yes,
Yes, Leona.
Let's enjoy this cartoon.
thank you.
If people were cars, fixing people problems would be easy. Check the engine, find the cause of the trouble, replace the faulty part, and move on. But people are not machines. Focusing on problems and their causes is a great way of getting cars back on the road, but it's not much use when you're trying to help people move forward. Take Alex. He wants to step up to a higher management role, but he lacks confidence. Some people might try to help Alex by asking why he feels this way. Perhaps the answer lies in his past.
When I was a child, a teacher humiliated me in front of the class.
Or,
The other kids teased me.
but concentrating on the causes of his problem soon leaves Alex buried under an avalanche of painful memories. He knows why he lacks confidence, but nothing in his life has changed. He still feels just the same. Focusing on problems turns you into an expert in what's wrong. To become an expert in what's right, you have to start thinking about solutions. A helpful question to Alex would be, let's just suppose that something happened and you had all the confidence you needed. What would you be doing differently?
I'd have the courage to be honest with my team when giving appraisals. I'd be able to say what I really think in meetings. I'd be speaking at conferences and enjoying it.
Now that Alex has a picture of how he'd like to be, he has something to work towards. This novel way of turning things upside down is called the solutions focus. Instead of emphasizing what's wrong, why didn't you meet this month's sales target? Solutions talk encourages people to think about what's right. Well done for selling 5 insurance policies last month. How did you manage that? What did you do? People have all the resources they need to make their solutions happen. Some of those resources are inside them, like previous experiences, and others lie within easy reach, like support from other people. It's all about building on success. If something works, do more of it. And if something isn't working, do something different.
I don't know how you feel and what comes across to your mind when you watch this video. What I learned when I watched this video, an aha moment come up to me. I've been practicing as a coach, first leader as a coach in my organization, then I'm aspired to get my professional qualification. But then I constantly get into this loop of, oh, how can I support the person I coach to reach their own aha moment? Until I watched this video that I'm inspired. I found, oh, I know why. I know why. It is about what my client's intention and what they really want. And I resolved a word that we use extensively in coaching that is called unleashing our client's potential. If someone asks you, so, okay, now you coach me to unleash my potential. So tell me, what is my potential? How do you tell them? And this short video inspired me to discover, oh, actually, the potential are the untapped in resources that our client has already got internally and externally, which they have underused, or it can be internal and external resources that my client is yet to discover and obtain. So with this aha moment, I become freely to go out to explore with my clients. And that's why it gives me the courage tonight to share with you of how we can apply more positive psychology to become a positive center coach. And in order to make this session more interactive, I take my liberty to upload my presentation, 20 minutes. And by doing that, if you now can either, let me see, let me make it into full screen. So you can either scan the QR code at the bottom right corner of the screen now to get into my presentation on your cell phone, or if you would like to, I think with my view now, I can only offer you the scan of the QR code. And that will be the best way, because we'll be doing some voting, and you can type in your thoughts and we can all see it on one view, so that we'll get this more interactive. Okay, so let me, and if at, Leona have a tendency that when she's speaking and with the virtual screen on her, she might ignore the chat or things. So if you really think that at one stage you need to grab my attention, please unmute yourself and just say, yeah, Leona, I need this, I need that, okay? And of course, towards the end of today, we'll have the Q&A. I might not have all the answers you want. I'm sure that we have the pool of wisdom in this room, that if you have a question, you will get some learning from your own question. Yeah? So first thing first. So tonight's topic is the big topic. Ooh, okay, it's sorry, the internet is playing up a little bit, but I will keep talking until it comes back itself. The topic is be a positive center coach. So it's for me, being a coach is three things. Is about, I will start from the right hand side and go back to the left hand side. Being a coach is all about our being. Being a coach is about connecting the who to who, so that we interact, we learn from each another, we become better person. So let's start from the being. And then it's about our doing, because from our being, then we show up in a certain way and we do things in a certain way. And then our doing will become better based on our knowing. just that tonight we have a short period of time together. I'm unsure how much being I can show you. I don't want to bore you with how to do this, how to do that. You can ask me towards the end if you have that question in your mind. I think I can share mostly the knowing of what I know about being a positive center coach, if you don't mind. And definitely, if you have questions in your mind, we can address it in the Q&A towards the end of that. I am excited tonight, other than with the intention of wanting all of us being proud of being a positive center coach tonight. I'm excited that we are going to learn together. I always get energized after a session like this. So first thing first, enough talking about Leona. I'd like to know more about who's in this room tonight. And the way how I would like to do is please participate in this short poll of me and coaching. So please vote. Who are you? Are you a credential coach? Are you working on your credential? Are you aspire to becoming a credential coach, or you want to know more about coaching? Please let us know. So I know that is quite a few of us in this room. We have 41 of us in this room. So I'll expect more answer than this. Okay, please be generous. In a minute, we'll touch about the positive psychology of what the difference you can make into this whole room because of your contribution. Okay, we have almost half of us voted. Okay, we have more aspire to become a credential coach. Good, great. Anyone else? Okay, I'll give it 10 more seconds. Please, please, please let us know who you are. Okay, want to know more about coaching? Good, thank you. Aspire to become a credential coach. I'm sure tonight you're not only aspire, you would just jump and want to become one. Okay, thank you. Thank you for introducing yourself. So let's move on. Well, one thing why we become coaches is we are doing good to other people. The first thing is about the biggest market about purchasing coaching in the world are organizations, corporations. And in a research that is co-created in between HCI and International Coaching Federation, one big discovery is about organizations that is introducing a coaching culture when they comparing their performance to other organizations that are not promoting the coaching culture. And it is quite clear in front of us, clear result. An organization that promote a coaching culture, and may I say that actually promoting coaching as a behavior in the organization, they actually outperform the industry competitor by way of customer satisfaction, regulatory compliance, employer of choice, attract talent. Nowadays, everyone wants profitability, shareholder value, labor productivity, large-scale strategic change, and more new product service development delivery. So they outperform their competitor. So that is about what is the bottom line result coaching can bring to organizations. But yet, what I'm more passionate about is the well-being that coaching can bring to people in general. And what I'm showing you actually, it is a global coaching providers research. This is what they say. Coaching appears to help people to understand their needs and goals through self-awareness and develop goals and the plan for achieving them while identifying potential barriers, the prospection, which is the high one. And you can see that it is the comparison of the development of those aspects if you engage in a 3-month coaching period and extend to 6 months. Coaching can help to build the belief and the vision of what is attainable for the person who receives the service. And emotional regulation also positively shifts early on in the coaching, that is the first 3 months. So people's skill to manage stress in their lives improve and they experience better relationships and connectedness to other people. And by 6 months, if you look at the statistics, that will be growth in resilience, which we talk about a lot nowadays, accelerate, and people find a better understanding of purpose in life. I think for me, I have to catch a breath when I look at this statistic. So it's not just, oh, having a coaching conversation, we all feel good. After all, there is science behind that to prove that it is really effective, either at the bottom line of an organization's performance, as well as the overall well-being of humans. And that's why I like to promote more of, hey, what is the science behind coaching? First thing first, we talk about positive center. I like to check with you. When you're here tonight, when you know that, oh, you're going to a session to talk about positive center coach, that word, what does positivity means to you? So please be generous again and share with us in the Mentimeter. So when you hear either the word positive or positivity, when it comes up to you, what does it mean to you? Just share with us a few. And for those, now it's helping me coming up on the screen. If you're using your laptop and you're not using your cell phone, you can just go to menti.com and just put in the code 59553943, and you can share with us and be a bit interactive too. Let me record that number. So yeah, share with me, what's that? Oh, growth mindset, resilience, optimism. What else? Oh, resilience come up again. Being valuable, yeah. So talking about the glass is what is filling up the glass. Energetic, growth, positive psychology. Unlimited possibilities, great, at peace. See the good, breakthrough. Oh, I can see some action, some outcome, some experience, some strategy, like being vulnerable. Look at the bright side, okay? Open your mind. Wow. Well, I definitely think that it means a lot to us. Feel good. Yeah. Growth. Ooh, growth. I think growth is getting quite big because very often when people talk about positivity, positive versus negative, people tend to talk about good or bad. And in reality, it is not, right? Being positive is about moving forward, it's about growth. And the outcome can be what is showing on the screen. Happy, got the power, energized through the growth mindset. It is a choice. Oh, thank you. So actually, we got a group of experts about positive center in this room. So allow me, for me, I'm always like to go, oh, fulfilling, oh, more confidence. I really love this word cloud. I think, Jia Lih, we should keep this and hold it up to remind us that what actually positive center means. It gives us all this beautiful words that is coming up on the screen. Yeah, thank you. I loved it. Thank you for sharing with me. And you're all right. Back to basics. Positivity. Positive is about consisting the characteristic of constructive, optimistic, and confident. And positivity is the practice of being so. And in short, positivity actually is a choice by itself. The thing is, and what makes me being a coach proud and being benefited of being coached is the big word, choice. The choice most of the time is there, just that this positivity being a choice not being highlighted enough in our life. And if as coaches we contribute to this gesture, this good deed, as some of you put in your definition of positivity and being positive, if we help people to see positivity is a choice, imagine what's the difference we are making. Not to say there's a lot of science. Just put back the positive psychology as someone put in your definition of what is being positive. And there's two pioneers which I respect a lot and learn from their theory a lot, is Barbara Fredrickson, who researched and studied the broad and build theory. She put down that positivity puts the brake on negativity. In a heartbeat, negativity can spark your blood pressure. Positivity can calm it. Positivity works like reset button. So when we are positive centered coach, actually we are doing the work of IP as well. Just that people are not machine. We are resetting the human being. We are not resetting the machine. And according to Martin Solomon, he said habits of thinking need not be forever. One of the most significant findings in psychology in the last 20 years is that individuals can choose the way they think. And the positive center coach is supporting our clients to make this choice of the way how they think. So look at this great work that a positive center coach is doing, reset and create that scene of making the choice, and maybe that's how the aha moment comes. And drilling in more a bit about Barbara Fredrickson's work, you can see that in the bottom of my slides. You can do is go to her website. We give it out freely. We can actually do an assessment of our own well-being. And what it means is Barbara promoted this positive to negative ratio, PNR. And what it means is it states that in order to experience optimal well-being, creativity, and success, we need to maintain a 3-to-1 ratio. And what this ratio means is for every negative thought or emotion, we need to have 3 positive ones to balance it out. Now, I don't have time to talk about the research and all the science of how we are all born to have the negativity bias. It's just that if, just as an individual, as a coach ourselves, we like to maintain our own positivity, this 3-to-1 ratio is important. So after tonight, you can go back to the positivityratio.com and find out more from Barbara Fredrickson. And the interesting thing is, if you and your organization is interested about the impact of well-being and what coaching can bring into well-being into your organization performance, then in her research, she just stated high-performance teams, whoever leads the team need to be aware for every negative thought or emotion, we need to have at least 5 positive ones to balance it out. And the next one is our marriage. What matters for us to someone that is really close to our heart. What I like to bring on to this is, other than the measurement of this bottom line and what a positive center coach needs to keep in mind to create that optimistic, constructive view to our client, is this ratio. When we're having that conversation with our client, are we focusing on the negative experience of our client or the positive experience? And see, our mission is to help them to discover and focus more on that positive thought and emotion to bring to their well-being and constructive life. And you see, I put into our heart, Barbara Fredrickson actually suggested to us, and that reminded me as a coach, is when in a coaching conversation, we create opportunity for our client to first expand their mind. When the mind is expanded, when the experience is show up, they can talk more about themselves. More positive thoughts and emotion will come out. Second, being a coach, we lead our client by speaking to them in positive language. The more positive language we use, we create more positive emotions and positive thoughts. And the last one is very interesting. It's about asking. Well, everyone knows, right? When we learn coaching, we ask powerful questions. But why so? It is because if we want to create that positivity that build onto our client in order to bring out their best, to unleash their potential, it's about by asking, because their internal and external resources are being I might say underused, but before underused, probably is under-recognized. So that asking, that creation of awareness of where the underused resources are, is very important to create that sense of positive emotion and positive experience. So very simple, a positive centered coach, expand the client's mind, speak in positive tone, ask more than tell, which I'm sure a lot of you in this room already practicing. So why Leona talking all about this? I am an International Coaching Federation credential coach, and I highly respect other disciplines, other professional coaching bodies. Yet I have to throw in a qualification because my whole professional life is building my credential under the International Coaching Federation's discipline. So I can only share about my view and the languages I use. So if you're a credential coach from other disciplines, and I'm sure that we are doing very similar things, please pardon me of using the language we use in International Coaching Federation. The reasons why is, for us in International Coaching Federation, when we are creating a coaching interaction through conversation, that some core competency which we use, that we demonstrate to create the coaching experience for our clients so that they can bring the best out from themselves. And it's been put into 4 different categories, starting from the foundation to co-creating the relationship, to communicating effectively, to cultivating learning and growth. So some changes, some sustainable changes can be made from our client's commitment. And please allow me, I like to equate this coaching interaction with positive psychology. Some of you might say, oh, positive psychology is PERMA, is the 5 pillars. And I like to bring out, actually, we can look at it from another view. So what I'm trying to put on the table tonight of the lenses I use as a positive center coach is from high quality connections, resilience, well-being and flourishing, and sustainability, and how our coaching interactions are creating this positive experience for our clients, for their performance and for their well-being. So the first thing is high quality connection. The high quality connection work is led by Jane E. Dutton as part of a subfield of management and organizations called Positive Organizational Scholarship, created by Dutton and her team. In that research, she makes the case for how the quality of our relationships at work impact how organizations function. She writes, the energy and vitality of individuals and organizations alike depends on the quality of the connection among people in the organization and between organizational members and people outside the firm with whom they do business with. High quality connections are characterized by what is on the screen: mutual positive regard, trust, and active engagement on both sides. The interesting thing is, if you read a little bit of her definition, which I just copy and paste, you can associate that to a coaching conversation. Coaching conversation actually creates high quality connection. And for me, I can't help to relate it to, oh, no wonder organizations that promote coaching conversation in their environment have higher performance due to Dutton's research. And if I look at it again, according to Dutton, there's 5 practices to foster the high quality connection. And well, they are not linear. They go as a circle, as you know, that they need to be all there to create the chemistry. And I will start from supportive communication. Then conveying presence, being genuine, communicating affirmation, empathetic listening, and then it feeds back into the cycle. For those that is in the room tonight, who you are professional coaches, probably you can straight away think, oh, that is what we are doing in a coaching conversation, right? And if we look it back into the competency that ICF credential coaches that we promote and practice and keep working on that in the way how we promote ourselves as a better coach to offer better service from our clients, you can see that in a coach conversation, it is by itself a supportive communication, starting from the foundation. Our ethical practice is we are customer-centric. So we are there, we show up to support our clients, which embodies a coaching mindset, which we are there to be open, to be curious, to communicate, to provide affirmation. Then we co-create the relationship by establishing, maintaining the agreement with our clients, cultivate trust and safety, and maintain presence. We conveying presence, being genuine, and skill wise in order to provoke awareness. We need to be good observers. That is, we listen actively, the empathetic listening. There's always a saying that people say, great coaches ask, powerful questions. And where these powerful questions come from? It comes from the empathetic listening. And hence, we can ask good questions to support our clients. And by the end of that, real supportive communication is not just, oh, I'm a good listener, I listen to you. Now, okay, you let everything out, you feel better, bye. Real supportive communication is about we bring positive change, and hence we cultivate learning and growth, facilitate our clients' growth by supporting our clients to commit to the actions that they can commit to. So these high quality communication practices really relate to what we are doing as professional coaches. Hey, but there's more. Coaching brings resilience. Remember that global coaching provider did that survey about the impact of coaching in first 3 months and then 6 months? As we prolong the coaching conversation in 6 months, actually, we bring resilience to our clients. So for you, what is resilience? Because that's something we bring to our clients. So what is resilience? It will be the if you log into the using the QR code, is the same login. If you lost it, probably go into menti.com and use the code 59553943. You can share again. Yeah, thank you. Press on in face of an obstacle. Yeah, soldier on, even though against all odds. Commitment to stay strong despite challenges. Yeah. What else? I know you can say +2, +3, +4. In your own words, what is resilience? Yeah, being able to be steadfast, learn from failure. Yep. Have grit, not giving up. Being able to bounce back, never give up, bounce. Okay, being able to bounce back. Okay, a lot of bounce back, ability to navigate challenging situations without giving up, ability to successful adapt stressors. Ooh, that's a good definition. Don't give up easily. Hey, I need to manage my screen a little bit so I can show more. Here, face everything and rise. Ooh, ability to adapt. Yeah. See the positive during the negativity. Yep. Open to failure and learn, so that still on the growth mindset. Ability to bounce back from challenges, mental struggles, self-reflect and change own mindset to keep surviving, ability to rise from failure. So I see that is a pattern that, and I agree, very often when we talk about resilience, it's more like bouncing back, is going against odds and things like that, right? And I love that now some of you put in that learning from the experience. No matter whether it's a win or it's loss, we learn from it. And the reasons why is, in the recent years of study about resilience, nowadays, we cannot stop the world being disrupted. Okay, sometimes the world disruption is become a day-to-day thing. Not that we'll be knocked down, just that it is a force. If we want to go forward, means positive, going to become a positive force, we need to be resilient. Even before we are being knocked down, we need to have that dynamic and force in us to keep going forward. With a bit of luck, we can bounce forward instead of backward. So there's two things. Resilience is the ability that we can bounce up if we got knocked down. And if not, nowadays, it is a requirement for us to keep going by using our grit, our resilience. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It is great world of knowledge in front of us here. And according to the Resilience Institute, in order for all walks of life, a normal human being, we need to build resilience just to move forward, being positive. And that is a performance supply chain. And that is another lens for a positive center coach need to bear in mind in order to deliver that resilience to our clients. We need to be aware that for all actions, it comes from our mind, what we think. And yet, behind our thoughts, there's a bigger force, which is emotion. Imagine we have some thoughts in us, we have some determination, yet emotions can come in to actually overwritten what we first thought. And sometimes we might ignore our body. Our body actually holds our emotion and our mind. So being a positive center coach and knowing that building resilience of our clients is important for their performance, we keep in mind that when we serve our clients, it is also when we have this conversation with them, we're helping them to build their resilience capacity. There's always an image, a metaphor about a coach. I wonder how many of you have seen this. Being a coach is like driving a coach, right? And the coach in an old day is a carriage with a horse in front of us. And to overlay what I just shared, it's the same thing. We're building our clients' resilience by being aware of their emotion, their mind, their body, and their spirit, that is their intention. What is their purpose? So only with that is holistically a positive center coach bring benefit to our clients to help them to build their resilience in our coaching conversation. So this is a new meaning of this picture, right? In the old days, coach is someone that bring our clients from A to B. But nowadays, we have some more meaning if we overlay the positive center coach to the whole mission of supporting our clients. So in other words, we are building our clients' skill in resilience for them to face the change, step away from fear. I see one of you give that definition. Help them to focus on the positive, build support network, most importantly, look after themselves and ourselves too as coaches, and knowing their limits. And with that, we are supporting our clients to build their resilience. And again, if we look back of how these elements of building resilience into the coaching interaction, you can see that it happens in all stages when a coach show up in a coaching conversation with the client. Hey, where are you heading, Leona? Where Leona is heading is this positive center coach actually is working on the well-being of the client. And what is well-being? Well-being is often described as the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy. People who enjoy high levels of well-being are described as flourishing. Hey, remember, I have to repeat important words. We repeat it a few times. Flourishing, flourishing, flourishing. Nowadays, human race is being challenged by the rise of AI. But I would like to promote that, hey, the human flourishing is still out there if we focus on our well-being. And I'm sure human being still have a lot of room for us to flourish. Flourishing means that people enjoy feelings of happiness, containment, and curiosity, and is able to engage fully with what is going on around them. Flourishing also means functioning well in the world. The person experiences positive relationship has some control over their life and has a sense of purpose. Let me share a story with you, and maybe you can take it as a metaphor of coaching interaction. There was a man who had 4 sons. He wanted his sons to learn to not judge things too quickly. So he sent them each on a quest in turn to go and look at a pear tree. So send them to the same place, but in turn. That was a great distance away. So when the sons took turns, the season actually changed. The first son went in the winter. So if you look at the screen, you can see that it's the far right hand side. It's the winter. The second in the spring, which is the far left on the screen. The third in summer, and the youngest son in fall. When they had all gone and come back, this man called them together to describe what they have seen. The first son said that the tree was ugly, bent and twisted. Remember, it's winter time. The second son said, no, it was covered with green buds and full of promise. The first son disagreed. He said it was light with blossom that smelled so sweet and looked so beautiful. It was the most graceful thing he had ever seen. The last son disagreed with all of them. He said it was full of fruit, full of life and fulfillment. The man then explained to a sense that they were all right because they had each seen but one season only and one season of the tree's life. He told them that you cannot judge a tree fall by only one season, and that the essence of who they are and the pleasure, joy, and love that come from that life can only be measured at the end when all the seasons are up. If you give up in the winter, you will miss the promise of your spring, the beauty of your summer, fulfillment of your fall. Don't judge a life by one difficult season. Don't let the pain of one season destroy the joy of the rest. How do you relate this story to your coaching experience? Coaching experience is about wholeness, about someone. And very often we suffer because we only look at one snapshot. And again, what I'm trying to get to is this story of 4 seasons sum up the theme of positive psychology. Nowadays, we no longer seek just to correct our weaknesses. If you just look at one person, if it is the winter time, then we're focusing too much on the weaknesses. But we want life inbuilt with meaning and not just to juggle until we die. We want to gain new perspectives. And hey, it's in all of us. We want to change. We want to live happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives. And a positive-centered coach understands that positive psychology is not just one perspective. We're supporting our clients to be more aware of what are the meanings they're seeking, what sort of achievement they would like to get, focusing more on their positive emotions rather than those that is not helping. If that's not there, how can they create them? Let them and challenge them of engaging their life full and build positive relationships. That's what coaching conversation and a positive centered coach can create or co-create with our clients. So again, if we bring it back to the coaching interaction we have with our clients, you may say that it is topical, but it's not quite topical because from the very beginning, the foundation of our relationship with our clients is a positive relationship in there, right? In between the coach and the client. And then all through our coaching conversation, that will be engagement, full engagement. It is generative in between the coach and the client, so that we are in this phase of facing our challenge, and with the resources our clients already have that can come towards the challenges to bring them into flow. And there are moments that when there's there's positive emotions, and of course, the coach has a lot of work about it, because we're the facilitator of the conversation. We actually have the power in the conversation of whether we are bringing out the positivity of our client or the negativity of our client. Towards and during the conversation, we help our clients to find their meaning, so that towards the end, whatever achievement they are committed to, our clients own them. They have their accountability. So we are actually leaving the pillars, 5 pillars of positive psychology can be just in one coaching conversation. Not to say most of the coaching engagement are multiple sessions of conversation. Last but not least, sustainability. Is the aha moment sustainable? How can we make it sustainable? And allow me to share some of the research of scientists, okay? That's why it's not just Leona talking from her experience. So the shift of mindset leads to sustainable change, and definitely coaching conversations help with a shift of mindset, but there's more. Neuroscientists do their research, and this is what they say. They actually prove that coaching can rewire our client's brain. Coaching is about helping people achieve their goals and create change, and success is measured by whether there is evidence of new learning and behavior change. Neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to change through experience, underpins all learning and behavior change. A successful coaching outcome depends entirely on the physical changes within our client's brain. It is called neuroplasticity and requires persistent action repeated over time. And that also explains what makes multiple coaching sessions works better for our clients. Neuroplasticity refers to the ability of the brain to change through learning and experience. The brain may change structurally by creating new connections between neurons, or it may learn to function differently. The effectiveness of any coaching intervention to change thinking or behavior depends entirely on the physical changes within the brains of our clients, because without change to the brain, there's no change at all. But whether the brain changes last over the long term depends on following rules. First, that needs to be an essential goal. And hence, in a coaching conversation, there's always a long-term outcome and the goal of the coaching conversation. Second, there needs to be substantial effort. And that's why we stretch our clients in the conversation. There needs to be repetition over time, hence multiple coaching conversations over the same topic. If we stop using our newly acquired skills, then brain changes will reverse. That's why coaching conversations always end with a commitment to do something differently with a supporting system. This has important consequences of successful coaching outcomes. It requires consistent action through practice to promote change. This could be through performance-enhancing techniques, belief change, and other cognitive change strategies. Change needs to be reinforced through committed, determined, and deliberate practice. Having an aha moment without deliberate practice will not lead to long-term change. Remember, just a good aha moment doesn't mean that it's a full service of a positive center coach. And doing nothing is doing nothing. So by doing nothing, all brain connections are being reinforced, creating inertia. Researchers and scientists can also see evidence that the brain has changed through changes in behavior, thinking, and emotional processing. So if we put it back into our coaching interaction, you can see that's why when we co-create the relationship, we need to establish and maintain agreement to keep a clear goal in our client's mind so that it can relate to the real new result through the cultivation of learning and growth, which leads to creating a supporting system for them to change. So with that, we are bringing positivity to our clients with their new changes. So with that, a positive center coach will bring all this positive psychology-backed science to the benefit to our clients by creating high-quality connections, establishing resilience, reinforcing well-being and flourishing to our clients, and at the end, by way of keep supporting our clients' change, we have some sustainable change, sustainable positive change to our clients' lives. So at the end of the day, yes, coaching helps people to achieve results, but coaching is more than that. Coaching brings well-being, connection, resilience, human flourishing, and sustainability to our clients. And that's what makes a positive center coach proud. And that's what I think everyone in this room proud, that we're here building on our ability to become a better coach to contribute to our clients. So that's all I have prepared. And I think it is your time now if you have any questions and answer. And by all means, I might not have all the answer you want. And I trust that someone else in this room can help to answer as well. So please. Any questions?
Hi,
Any
Leona.
insight you'd like to? Yes.
Hi, Leona. I'm Nancy here. Thank you so
Hi.
much for your talk. Yeah, you really have a very positive tone. So my question is, can you help to explain a little bit about the positive negative ratio? So for example, if I'm a client and I think that like I'm not good enough, then as a coach, when you say replace with 3 other positive things, that means it's 3 other positive talk or 3 other positive experience on how do you do that?
Okay, thank you. That becomes a bit academic. So first thing first is just be aware of the ratios are academic. And my reminder the reminder for me as a coach is, hey, when I am facilitating the conversation, am I pointing the direction to explore things that is possible and positive, which create positive emotion and positive thoughts, or whether I'm directing the conversation into things in contrary? It is, for me, that will be a dangerous sign if I divert the coaching conversation to explore the negativity more, because of the negativity bias of human nature, we actually to be reminded of what is positive. So being a facilitator of the conversation without the academic ratio thing it is still good for us to remind, hey, am I facilitating a positive conversation which create more positive emotion and thought, or am I facilitating a coaching conversation that is going down the negativity path?
Okay, got it. Yeah, thanks,
Yep.
Leona.
Thank you.
Hi, Leona. This is
Yes.
Josephine. Can you give an example of a conversation of what you have just said?
Yep. Okay. I just observed one today because I was working with a group of leaders that beautifully they are practicing group coaching today. Like today, one of my clients which I observed in their coaching conversation is the client is talking about a situation of how the local office is dealing with the head office, which my client, he can see opportunity to create more business if they can change some internal protocol, which at the moment is totally controlled by the head office. Yet the head office cannot see the needs of the local office. So the conversation starts with a negative spin because the client is still, I can't do anything because whatever changes I would like to make, the head office is not approving at the moment. So it's the conversation go down to the negative strain. And if we're the coach, then we can hear that what is really going on is negative thoughts and emotion of our clients is coming from the sense of he cannot control the situation. So with that, then let's not talk about the head office. Let's talk about the person in front of us. So showing empathy first, that really understand his frustration, I'll be curious of what my clients can control. And interestingly, as the conversation flows, the clients really believe that he cannot control anything because the final approval is from the head office. So he feels that he cannot control.
Yes, sorry for my interjection. We understand the situation. Can you do it in a first party conversation mode? A coaching mode?
I'm sure.
Coaching like asking in a question.
Yeah, so the question, my first question asked was when the clients feel like he cannot control anything, then we help them to think of what they can control. And when the client is still going down the drain, the drain that he said that, still cannot because the head office still have all the control, then I can sense that the client actually wants something to change. So I go back to the client to create the positive emotion that, okay, I can understand that you would like something to change. So in order to instill the change, what you can change first. So with that, the conversation get into something that is become positive and possible from the client's point of view, that he can make something that break through into the positive emotion and thinking instead of his being trapped. One thing about positivity is about moving forward, not being stuck. So the way of this particular conversation is about providing new perspective to the client to move forward instead of staying where they are. So how's that hang to answer your question?
Sorry, I'm not sure whether you will be going into a conversation to exhibit. I mean, going into a coaching session to exhibit some of these points, but it's okay.
Oh, so you actually expect a coaching conversation?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Joey is expecting, he's saying he wants you to do a coaching demonstration. That's what you're referring to, right, Joe?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, just use coaching demonstration. Then Leona will understand.
Beautiful. I apologize. I'm not prepared to have a coaching demonstration. That's why I'm sharing a situation with Joey. I wonder what is another way that I can address your question.
I know it's okay. It's all right. Thank you. Yeah.
Can I ask a question, Leona? This is Jia Lih here.
Sure. Yes, sure.
Have you ever encountered a case in your coaching experience that the coachee is so stuck, so deep in a negative, and your aim is to bring him over to the positive zone, but he refused to budge, so deep, so dark. So what do you do? What's the tip for us as coaches to bring to the bright side?
There's a few ways to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Because coaching is about exploring the client's emotion, their thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing first is to offer our observation.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And it relates to the goal that we set in the coaching conversation as well, right?
Right.
So one of the simple way is our client is our resource too. If they really get into a very stuck state, we can see what caused their stuck state. It must be some sort of emotion or thinking. So we can offer our observation about their stuck way of thinking or emotion and respectfully invite them to explore what will be the benefit if they're keeping that thinking state or emotional state.
So still try to reframe their thoughts.
Reframing, thank you for offering that. Reframing can be one way. What I'm just suggesting is maybe just offer the observation and ask the client how keeping their existing way of thought help them to achieve what they want to achieve.
Would it be good to take the pause, stop the conversation because he refuses to move? Maybe it's worthwhile to wait for the next session, fresh. What do you think?
You know your client best. If that is a good tactic at the time, you can choose to do that. And what I'm sharing is I will front my clients by offering my observation. So they can make a choice. They can make a choice to keep the thought or emotion themselves, or they can make a choice to do something differently.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And of course, I like the word you use, reframing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure. Any other questions? If not, then I'm actually quite curious of what you learned from this session or not learn. Because either way, it will be useful for us. So please go back to the Mentee meters and share with us what is your major learning from this session. Positivity is a choice. Yes. Well, it comes up twice. Thank you. Any other learning? Be generous. Okay, connecting. Please scroll. Thank you. See the role of coach in the 4 areas? Yeah, but we're here. We're really practicing it. Coaching is also to achieve sustainable and positive goals, which will help clients to move forward. The presence of measure called the positivity ratio, the ICF study on the impact of coaching in organizations. High quality connection is what coaching conversation is about, definitely. Reframing, and we make choices to help coaching move forward. Staying resilient. I'm so sorry, my screen, because of QR code there, I might not be able to read everything. And yet I can still capture all your input. And if there's a way, I can share it back to you. Positivity ratio is useful. Yeah, it's for reminding us, right? The more positive we use in our coaching conversation, the more positive the thoughts will emerge. Knowing, doing, and being, reframing, and we make choices to help coaching move forward. Well, I like that. The power of coaching. You feel proud when you type that, right? Reframing conversation from negative to positive, new results. Oh, yeah, good. Someone is talking about ICF core competency. Yeah, it builds in a lot of positivity there. Positivity from coach to move coaching forward. Okay, thank you. But that's not all, because still got 1 minute. So with this learning and new knowing, I have my next question. How will you apply your learning? So that is the sustainability part. And now you have this new knowing or new reminder. Most of this probably might not be the first time you're exposed to that. How are you going to apply this knowing? Solution focus, great. Continue to sharpen the saw on coaching competencies and evoke my own awareness of values of coaching continuously, great. Mission driven. Consciously encourage the conversation towards the positive side when it is on the verge of getting stuck. Practice. Remember to use positive language. That's a good one. That's really applying positive psychology. Be resilient. Yes, it's not only for our client, it's for the coach as well. Be positive, open mind. Ingrain positivity into our coaching DNA, guided by ICF core competency. Yeah, that's a very safe one. Mindful on positive language through day-to-day tasks within team and the organization. Yay. Yeah, be aware, just be aware which way we are looking into. Are we exploring into the downward drain, or we can pull ourselves out from looking at what is there? What are the untapped in or underused resources? So with all this, I'm aware that 1 minute over time already. If you'd like to keep in touch with me, this is my my WhatsApp number. So if it come up again, you can keep in touch with me just by the QR code scan. Introduce yourself, let me know who you are. We can keep the conversation going. if you really want to practice coaching with me, let me know. I need more practice myself too. I created a program, me and my collaborator Eric Ho, we created a program called the Positive Coach Leader. If you're interested to find out more information, this is the QR code. You can find out more about our program. And that's all. This is Leona Wan, and this is my sharing with you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leona. Thank you so much for your insightful and inspiring presentation. Your deep dive into be a positive-centered coach has truly illuminated how we can actually integrate positive psychology into our coaching practices. I love the video when you first shared. Positivity is a choice. Be resilient, be aware, and remember to use positive language. That's my personal sharing. Amazing. And we are grateful for the wisdom you have shared tonight, especially your strategies for focusing on constructive emotions. Leona, we can't thank you once again for being with us tonight and sharing your expertise. We look forward to putting these insights into practice in our own coaching journeys. Before we wrap up this evening, I would like to remind everyone about tomorrow's exciting session. Join us again at 8 p.m. as we delve into ADHD coaching with Michelle Achutan. This promises to be another enriching event, especially for those interested in expanding their coaching skills to support individuals with ADHD. Thank you once again for everyone for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you
Leona.
very much. Thank you, Leona. Really
Thank
appreciate
you,
your
Thank you,
time.
Leona.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Leona.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
And appreciate that.
Thank you, Leona. You don't have to stay on unless you want to.
Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to share. And I'm sorry I cannot offer a demo tonight. Hopefully I can keep in touch with that particular member and see if you really like, we can practice coaching together.
Thank you. So generous. The offer is very generous. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you so much
Kenneth.
again, Leona.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good
Good
evening.
night. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.